In the age before clocks, before cities, before humans carved their stories into stone, there was thunder, and behind that thunder stood Zeus, the king of the gods. His rule over Mount Olympus was absolute, forged from lightning and fear, but also from a complicated sense of duty. For Zeus was not merely a god of storms, he was the keeper of balance, the guardian of oaths, and the reluctant shepherd of a world forever teetering between chaos and order. Legend tells of one day, quiet, almost suspiciously so, when Zeus sensed a disturbance not in the sky, but in the hearts of mortals below. People had begun to forget him, not out of rebellion or anger, but out of preoccupation. Farms, markets, and cities grew so rapidly that the mortals had no time left to whisper their old prayers. At first, Zeus was offended. A god thrives on reverence after all. He summoned a bolt of lightning the size of a mountain, ready to remind the world who commanded the sky. But before he cast it, a soft, amused voice rose behind him. "Still so dramatic, brother?" said Hera, stepping into the glow of the storm clouds. Zeus lowered the lightning. "They've forgotten us." Or perhaps, Hera replied, "they've grown." The idea sat strangely in his mind. Mortals growing past their gods. Zeus had never considered the possibility. So, curious and troubled, he disguised himself as an old traveler and descended to Earth. He wandered through villages where people laughed around cooking fires, built temples for beauty rather than fear, and solved disputes with conversation instead of threats. No one bowed, no one trembled, but they were not ungrateful. They simply lived. One evening, Zeus met a young girl staring at the sky. She did not recognize him, nor treat him like anything more than a stranger in need of warmth. She shared her bread with him and pointed up at the stars. "My father says storms mean the world is alive," she said. "The thunder reminds us we're small, but not unimportant." Zeus felt something he rarely experienced: humility. When he returned to Olympus, he did not roar or rage. Instead, he released the lightning he'd been holding, letting it drift harmlessly into the clouds. "They remember us," he said softly, "just not the way they once did." Hera smiled. "And perhaps that is enough." From this day forward, Zeus's storms changed. They became less about fear and more about presence, a reminder not of domination, but of connection. Mortals no longer cowered. They listened, they respected, and sometimes they even found comfort in the rumble of distant thunder. For even gods, in the end, must learn to share the sky. And Zeus, the mighty king of Olympus, discovered that the greatest power was not in being worshipped, but in being remembered kindly. Stick around for more. KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.